And we're starting already. Nortapurr and Nigel here. Last podcast we talked previously in the last podcast. Nigel and Josh talked about getting Papa John's, but got Taco Bell instead. Now to now. Hi. Oh my God. Thanks, Mr. Narrator.
So,
what the fuck were we talking about in the car?
oh, multiverse theory.
Oh yeah, that was one.
Me clearing your search history.
No, we're not talking about that one.
We're
not gonna. No more. Podcast canceled. Podcast fucking canceled. We don't talk about the search history. We don't talk about the fucking nuclear weapon Putin porn I watch. Okay, we don't talk about that. Not on the podcast. Oh fuck! I talked about it. Cut this out. Cut this whole thing out right now. Future me, cut that out. Anyway, go ahead.
So, we could, so in the car we were actually talking about, like, the multiverse theory. And
Yes. And John F. Kennedy.
yeah, that's actually what started it.
Okay. For you peasants that don't know, the multiverse theory is the theory that there is a multiverse. Multiple. Multi is short for multiple, Nigel. Did you know that?
Yes.
And verse is short for universe. As in, uni means one, multi means multiple.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm glad we got that out of the way. So, the multiverse theory is that... Oh God. I'm dripping with cum. That's the multiverse theory right there. I'm dripping with cum. No, he's not. In the multiverse, I am. But the theory is that every action you make... Be careful, that's the spiciest sauce they have. You can take it? You think you're ready? You think you're game? You're not game. Guys, Nigel's died. He's dead. I told him it was too spicy. He's drinking it out of the sauce. Nigel, I got bad news for you. That wasn't hot sauce. That was AIDS. Yeah, you got it now, dude. This podcast is brought to you by the deaf people of America. No, too far. What happened to us? Anyway, it's time to stop being gay and start getting real. The real world. So the multiverse theory is that
there are multiple universes all around the world. Every action you make has a reaction, and in the multiverse, your action could cause great consequences.
Thanks. So, like Stephen Hawking said, the multiverse theory is that if you decide, it goes hand in hand with a lot of other theories, like the butterfly effect. Mm-hmm. If you wake up and you decide that you're going to wear a red shirt today instead of your blue shirt, and you go out on the street and someone sees your red shirt and goes to go say hi to you because they think they recognize you, and they get struck by a bus and killed, that's the butterfly effect. You chose to wear the red shirt instead of the blue shirt. Mm-hmm. What would have happened if you wore the blue shirt? Butterfly effect. Now the multiverse theory is, in an alternate universe, you did wear that blue shirt, and that person didn't die, and you went to work, and you did your 9 to 5, you came home, and maybe something else happened because you made another decision, but that decision also can reflect on another multiverse, and the multiverses are infinite because they're always bouncing off of every single decision you make. If you flip a coin, it's heads. In the multiverse, it's tails.
Yep.
That's pretty much the whole basis of it. So we were saying, what if John F. Kennedy was never assassinated, and he finished his term? He served a full 4 years.
Yeah. Like you brought up the fact that, like, the whole race thing would have, taken I don't know, like, that much longer, I think.
Yes. Let me lay it down for you guys. The civil rights movement was a huge thing for Kennedy. Kennedy talked about civil rights for a long time for black people. But none of the senators took him seriously because he was a white, young man from the North. His VP, though, was Lyndon B. Johnson, as everyone knows, since he was assassinated. Lyndon B. Johnson took office. People believe that if he didn't die, he would have kept trying to push civil rights, but it never would have happened because no one would have ever done it. When he was assassinated, Lyndon B. Johnson used Kennedy's death as now we need to stand up. Now is the time that we need to all come together. This man has been fighting for the civil rights, and now, because he died, let's honor his memory.
We need to do this.
Yes. And people who didn't listen to him, he threatened. He literally said to one of the senators that if you don't help me, I'm going to run you over. Like, not like, run you over with my car, but you will be rolled over. Like, you will lose, and I will do it by force. He threatened these senators, but,
which, realistically, sometimes we need that.
Do we need it?
Yeah, sometimes, like, in order to
Oh, yeah, definitely.
get something done, in any situation similar to that, like, whether it's corporate politics or whatever.
As long as you don't get mad with power, yeah.
Yeah.
But he did a good job, with that. Now the cons of Kennedy being assassinated, or not being assassinated, would be, is it a pro or a con? The pro. So the con was that civil rights would have taken longer, which means more race riots.
Yeah,
angrier. The African people would still be rioting, being angry. Fights would break out, more street crime, more street riots. His war on poverty, which was Kennedy's war on poverty, would have taken longer, even though Johnson did the same thing Kennedy wanted. He also did war on poverty. He just pretty much followed his footsteps. But the con is, when Kennedy was assassinated, Lyndon B. Johnson went full-blown Vietnam War. His method for solving the crisis in Vietnam was body counts, bombings, and anyone who got in your way,
just take 'em out.
liability. They were collateral. Kennedy wanted to pull out of Vietnam as quick as possible. If he pulled out of Vietnam, a significant number of American citizens wouldn't have died, and a significant number of Vietnamese people wouldn't die. And Vietnam is something a lot of people are two-sided on. There are people who think the Vietnam War was just, and there's people who think the Vietnam War was unjust. I personally think it was unjust.
I think it was just completely unnecessary.
It was very unnecessary.
I'm like.
Yeah, nothing to do with us.
Yeah,
but
I'm like that small percentage of where
dude, this is just fucking unnecessary.
Yeah, it's like
the fucking the whole conference room. We are going to war with Vietnam, and then Nigel stands up with his little fedora with the press symbol in it.
It's like,
is this necessary?
Is this necessary?
And he was like, "Shut the fuck up, sit down.
Get
the fuck back down in the seat."
We were like, Jerry, I thought I asked you to get rid of this guy.
Why is he still here? You're the guy who threw his shoes at Bush. But so what happens is the body count increases. Kennedy would have wanted to pull out, which would have been significantly less, like I said. But people also would have constantly been wondering, what if? What if? Same thing we're doing now. What if we did go to Vietnam? Wouldn't have been any different? Would have changed? Would have been more significant? Pretty much the synopsis of the Vietnam War was this. Ho Chi Minh, which was the grandfather, the Viet Cong general, went to America to try and make France leave Vietnam, because France owned Vietnam. And in World War II, during the Treaty of Versailles, Stalin, FDR, Churchill, all signing a thing in France. Ho Chi Minh said, well, since we're all getting pieces of countries taken, put in separate ways, like America's getting half of Berlin, Russia's getting half of Berlin, Britain's getting Ireland and Scotland, and blah, 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 and, the Czechoslovakia, blah. He said, why don't we get Vietnam back from the French? FDR, probably known as one of the best presidents. I mean, he's the only one to do a full 4 terms ever, because they made impossible to do that after his presidency.
Yeah.
He was in presidency for a long time.
Yeah. Well, then again, like going off of that really quickly.
Do it.
Um,
I'm
like
gonna fucking stuff my face.
The reason why he was president for 4 terms was because of the fact that World War II was going on, and
People trusted him.
Yeah, and like
I mean, his history also had a lot. I mean, Theodore.
Like America at the time, we just needed to just focus on the war and not electing a new president to come in.
And he was really good at his job too. He was good at dealing with the war. He was damn well good at dealing the war.
And like I feel like Josh, you already know this, but
I know everything.
I respect whoever decides to become president, because it doesn't matter if it's like 1942, like 1940 or now. You're in charge of, you have to look after essentially.
It's a very stressful job too.
Yeah,
if you ever look at presidents from before and after, at the beginning of the presidency to the end,
they age.
They age ridiculous. Obama.
Yeah,
Obama in 2008, and if you look at him now.
Yeah, Obama in 2008, he looks like a 35, 36-year-old. Nowadays, he looks like 60.
Because people rag on him all the fucking time.
Yeah.
People, listen to me, all of you. The president is not in charge of pretty much anything.
Yeah,
the president gets a bill. He says, I like this. And then he has like 32 other people that can be like, no. And then it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
People are always like, oh, fucking Obamacare sucks. Obamacare might have just fallen on his desk, and he was just like, I do approve of this. And then everyone else approve of it. You can't hate Obama. You also have to hate the House of Representatives and the senators.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really, the president is literally just a glorified pen. All he does is sign something and be like, that's it.
Yeah.
That's why there is a Secretary of Defense, a Secretary of War, like disease. Yeah, there's all these different people who run everything, because the president can't do it all. People, like, the minute the president steps in, people are like, he's in charge of everything, and he's not. There's literally thousands of people running the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
President's just the one who stands there and gives a speech. The speech might not have even been written by him.
Mm-hmm. He has like.
I can't even tell you how many times presidents have had to say we're going to war, and they didn't want to.
Yeah, over like
FDR. If you watch his speech, he is like, I'm sorry to say we're going to war, and he's like really upset, and you can tell he's distraught by the fact that we're going to war. He doesn't want that. He doesn't want to go to war. Nobody wants World War II.
yeah. Like right now, granted, like keep that in mind. Like the crap, I completely forget his name. The president that we had in World War II.
FDR.
FDR. Yeah, thank you. FDR. How to make that executive decision of. We've got this super powerful weapon. The war's not going to come to an end soon.
Also, the fact that he gave them a fair warning.
Yeah, it's like we have a.
They called Japan 2 days in advance, and they said we have a WMD.
Yeah.
Surrender, and they were like, fuck no. They were like, you don't have that shit. Fuck off.
Yeah.
And then he was like, we have 2, and they were like, no, you don't. Prove it. And he was like, okay, and they fucking proved it.
Yeah, and
it is very sad, indeed. I feel for the people of Japan. But you know what? Japan is probably one of our greatest allies.
Yeah.
Why? Because we bombed them. We killed a lot of people. We know what we did afterwards? We rebuilt.
We helped them.
We helped them rebuild. Because we knew that if you don't do that, that's a problem.
Yeah.
And we also, what we did, was we let them keep their emperor.
Yeah.
Hirohito hated America and wanted to kill all the Americans. And the one fear that the Japanese people had, the reason they were so passionate on fighting us, because they were afraid that if they lost this battle, if they lost this war, they'd lose Hirohito.
Yeah.
And they really didn't want to lose him. And after we beat him, we were like, we don't care. Like, we just want this to be over. We don't want this to happen at all. Like, and like,
we wanted to stay the fuck out
and
of it.
And like, the thing is, like, these Japanese people, if you go to Japan and you're a white American male, you're a fucking rock star. Yes. I'm not kidding you. They will stop you on the street and take pictures with you, and you're just a person. Like, if Nigel went to Japan, they'd be like, take a picture with me, and they'd walk up and they'd take pictures with you. And you're just like, I'm not fucking famous. And they're just like, take a picture, and they just fucking take pictures with you. They love American people.
Yeah.
Just as much. They love us just as much as we love, like, their anime culture.
Yeah.
Like
like Mike and I, we actually happened to talk about that, and we were like, Mike's like, yeah, like what do you think Joe got like a hot Asian model wife? Like,
Joe?
Different Joe.
Huh.
Don't worry about it.
I know it wasn't him, but like,
Yeah,
who?
Yeah, a friend of Mike's, who I know. But like when he was stationed over there in when he was in service.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but World War wasn't something people even wanted, but it happened. Yeah. And you know what? The president had to make a lot of decisions. But the Vietnam War, if we can get back to that, because we got really fucking off track. Yeah. When it went back a few decades, Ho Chi Minh really liked America. He liked democracy. He thought it was a very, very interesting thing. And if you go to Vietnam today, guess what? They're a fucking democracy.
Yeah.
And you know what? People were afraid they were a communist society. That's why we attacked them. That's why we went to war with them. We thought if we lost Vietnam, the whole world would collapse. And you know what? We lost Vietnam. And we didn't. The world did not collapse. What happened was America, he went to America, he said, democracy, please. Hirohito held up his hand, or Ho Chi Minh held out his hand. America said, no, we can't. I'm sorry. France is our ally. We can't fuck them over like that. Hirohito politely was like, okay. Went back home and then studied communism. And then Russia was like, maybe we'll give you a hand. But the problem is, you're peasants. Communism is about the workers rising above the main dictatorship and taking over that. So eventually they said yes, they helped him. France was expelled, and then America was like, France was expelled. Oh God, this is communist aggression. This is communism. And then the 50s, communism was like the fucking the worst thing to happen ever. People were blacklisted, which means if you, Nigel, if you were in the 50s and you were blacklisted, this is what happens. If you went to a communist meeting one time in high school and you're 65 now, you can never work in America again. Mm-hmm. Ever. You can't own property. You can barely even buy bread. You're a fucking outcast. And you, like, these people are blacklisted. They couldn't do anything. If you went to apply it like a McDonald's, they'd be like, no, you're blacklisted. You're communist. It's legal to hire you.
Yeah.
And Lyndon B. Johnson made up a lot of lies and pretty much got them involved, got America fully involved. The problem with it was that Ho Chi Minh started to attack. Yeah, sure. My decks are over there. He started to attack them, or like he started to attack America because they're attacking him. He saw it as aggression. So, you know, a war broke out, as they do, and God damn it. But so pretty much what happened there was, thank you for all of them. Jesus.
I don't know which one you wanted.
I don't either. The war broke out. We lost horribly. And there's a lot of fucked up Vietnam stuff. Did you ever hear about the we tried to do a lot of stuff that was like weird to try to like fuck them over. We had something called like Operation Howl, and we played like screaming over audio. So there's like audio, we just played it throughout the jungle of people like screaming, like ghostly screams. And then there was Vietnamese where people were like, go home, brother, go home. And like it was like the dead. It was supposed to be the people who died. Because in Vietnam, there's a belief that if you die and you're not buried in your homeland, you come back to haunt forever. Mm-hmm. So these people, the Vietnamese, believe that once their people were killed and they weren't allowed to bury them, they came back as evil, restless spirits. But the thing is, these people would come out and try to speak to the people because they thought they were dead, and they were like, come to me. They were trying to like call to these people who they thought were dead, but it's just an audio recording. Yeah. And the Americans would pick them off when they were like distraught, trying to like get their friends to come back to life. Pretty fucked up. But the war ends, and they're a democracy, and it's a big surprise. Nothing's fucking happened so far. My friend, I took a Vietnam War class in high school to learn about the Vietnam War. I knew a guy who went there. They're very nice there. They're very open. Mm-hmm. Their shops there, there's no doors. It's very easy to steal from them, but they don't think you will. They don't expect that to happen because they're so nice to each other. Places still won't grow because of Agent Orange, which was a toxin we used to wipe them out. But he sat down to eat at a restaurant, and in Vietnam the restaurants are just a table. You just sit down, and then strangers just sit all around you, and you just order a fuck ton of food and all pick off each other, and then you all split the bill. Or not split the bill, but you all like pretty much pay your share. Yeah. He sat down, he was eating, and this dude sits next to him. And the dude turned out to be a 4-star Vietnamese general from the Vietnam War.
Oh, wow.
And the dude was afraid, because he was like, I hope my presence isn't disturbing you. Like, because I'm an American. And he didn't know what they thought of Americans. Because, you know, like, there are people who have high school grudges still today. Who are like, fucking Billy took my popsicle stick, like, fuck him. And like, people are still like that today. So you can only imagine what someone who destroyed your country would be like to someone who fought in that war, who watched their friends die.
Yeah.
So this dude walks up to this guy, doesn't speak English, so he had a translator. And he said, I'm sorry, I'm here. I'm an American, like, that's just who I am. This guy was against the Vietnam War, by the way. And he said, I hope my presence here doesn't bother you, pretty much like what I said. The Vietnam general, 4-star Vietnam general, looks the man in the eyes and has his translator say, "It's water under the bridge.
Yeah.
Like we don't have a quarrel with America. We don't care. We don't like. It's not that we don't care, but like, it's done. What happened happened, and there's nothing we can do about it, and we should just move on." And this guy's completely shocked. Because, I mean, come on. This guy destroyed his entire world.
Yeah, his home.
Yeah. So like,
yeah.
It's fucky. So like, there's a lot of weird stuff. I know people today who are like, fucking gooks, kill all those Vietnamese. People today, kids who I grew up with in high school, who thought the Vietnamese deserve what they got.
Really?
I knew kids in high school was like, what the fuck did I even have to do with you? It's weird. I like how many cards do we have?
7. By the way, we're playing Magic the Gathering while doing this.
Yeah. I accidentally took too many. I don't look at them though. So yeah. I'm at 19.
No, high roll.
Oh yeah, right, okay. 14. Ah, you bitch! You got 16. Or 19, doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, either way.
So Naja, what do you have to say?
I mean, like, realistically,
truthishly,
it is what it is. It's, you know, I feel bad. Automatically, I'm just gonna always feel bad for like whoever's whoever's the president. I respect the president. I mean, not like the person who is running. Like,
we've had some pretty shitty presidents.
Yeah. Like,
Ronald Reagan wasn't super great, but it's weird because every single one that did something like really dicky, they usually always do something well too. I can't think of a president that like I've been like, fuck that guy forever. I can't think of anybody like that. I'm not a big fan of Ronald Reagan, but I can admit that he did some pretty interesting things in his presidency that were helpful. There are a lot of presidents that kind of faded into obscurity that not a lot of people really remember, like Taft, who got stuck in the White House bathtub. That's the only reason I know who he is. Even people who people look up to greatly, like Lincoln.
Yeah.
Lincoln didn't want to free the slaves. That was not his plan. That was not his intention. It just happened to fall into his agenda.
Yeah.
That was when he started the Civil War. It was over taxes. That was the whole reason he went into Civil War. The only reason. He didn't care about slaves. But then it became a priority later on, where people were like, you know, if we free these people, they can vote.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they can vote for you because you fucking, you know, you save their bacon. And he'll be like, voters, black people. And then he put 2 and 2 together and was like,
go.
Yeah, and thought it was he probably thought it was helpful. I do like Lincoln though. I think he was cool. But you know who has a more interesting backstory? The guy who fucking shot him. The guy who fucking shot him had an amazing backstory. Really interesting guy.
What was it?
John Wilkes Booth.
I remember actually.
Dingle Dong?
I remember.
Do you remember Dingle?
A friend of mine and we watched the Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer movie.
You know, I gotta say, that was probably one of the like weirdest movies I've ever fucking seen in my entire life.
Yeah, like.
By the way, captivating vampire, ironically, is what I'm playing.
Yeah.
It's very captivating. I might just rub my wiener all over that card. What's gonna be? You're fucking around right now. What are you doing?
What?
What are you playing? Are you playing like
my mono green deck?
Yeah. No, I mean like what are these? These are just little buttholes.
Yeah. So I played. Last turn I played Elvish Mystic. This turn I just played another Elvish Mystic.
You're an elvish dick stick.
You're a dick stick.
That's right. I said it. Anyway, president. This is the president episode. Presidential.
Yeah, I know. 2 political episodes.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of politics. Let's fuck off. Fuck the politics. Let's get into something stupid. Our Dark Lord Satan.
What?
Satan. Tell me about him.
He's
no. Red.
funny.
He's red, and I just saw this. I just was like Satan. Okay, let's talk about something actually comic related. This is very. Well, was our last podcast completely political?
Yeah, completely political.
Almost completely.
Like political. Like
But it's
feminism.
You know what is interesting though, because people will click comic Nerdtasia and be like, "Oh, comic books," and if they listen to that one first, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
What?
But if they listen to the first few, then they're gonna be like, "Oh, cool, comic books," and then they listen to the third one, they're like, because like
that was out of place.
It is out of place, but like, do you ever wonder like what Markiplier thinks about like politics and stuff? Like, I'm sure people are curious. Like
what we.
Is he a Democrat? Is he a Republican? Because like you could totally. I'm sure. Like, listen. I'm not saying Markiplier's like this, but you could totally love Markiplier because his personality and because he's so sweet. But you want to know what? He could be like the most hardcore conservative guy who's like, I don't think immigrants should exist. You know, it's like whoa, and then your whole fucking personality of him like fucking fades away.
Yeah, it changes.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
It's weird because people look at their stars and they're always like, huh. I mean, most of my stars did like really weird things, and I never held that above them. Fucking, I love Marlon Brando, but he supports Palestine, so instead of Israel, which I don't. He's dead, but like I don't know, like that's what he supported when he was alive.
My turn.
Hey, go ahead. Politics are a weird thing.
Yeah,
I mean, we're cool with talking about politics because we're the only 2 people in the room.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can scream in the YouTube comments. I won't pay attention. Because I have other shit to do. I have more important things to run. I mean, I'm running my other channel all the fucking time. I only go on the Comic Nerdtasia channel to fucking upload these. And I don't think Nigel ever checks it out.
I barely check it out.
What are your plans for Dr. Love? Because you keep uploading like little videos of you and Caden and stuff.
Yeah,
by the way, nobody fucking knows who those people are. You should probably tell people.
Yeah, so I'm dating this girl who has a 4-year-old son. Not mine.
His name is Adolf?
No.
Hitler.
No.
Okay, no, I was wrong about that.
He's not my.
Adolf.
But before anyone asks, oh, is that your?
He doesn't fucking look anything like you or her, so no, it's not.
No, yeah, he's technically not.
He's like fucking. He's like an Aryan kid.
Yeah.
He has blonde hair, blue eyes, right?
Yep. Yeah, blonde hair, blue eyes.
He has beautiful, like curly, kind of dark blonde hair.
Yeah.
Like a dirty blonde hair, and then he has like bright blue eyes. Like bright, like fucking, he could light up the sky with those fucking eyes.
And he's go ahead, by the way. He's adorable.
Yeah, he's so sweet. He's a sweet little kid. I love Caden. He thinks I'm like his fucking uncle. I don't know how much I'll see him nowadays, but still.
Yeah.
But remember that one time we were at the Quaker Bridge? Oh no, it was Oxford Valley Mall.
Oh yeah, with Space Pig.
Yeah, with Space Pig.
Yeah.
That video's up, by the way.
Yeah, that video's
on Nortpaurr.
I think that has like 3 or 4 views.
Yeah, it's old. My video's been kind of exploding just a little bit, but I get like more than half my subscribers every single time.
Mm-hmm.
But we were feeding Caden blue ice cream. Do you remember this? We got birthday cake ice cream at Cold Stone. It was me and Nigel. Devin went off to do something. We were feeding Caden the ice cream because that's what fucking idiots do, and we were being stupid and laughing and being dumb and giving him ice cream. He was getting ice cream all over his face, and then I started putting it all over my face, and we were being fucking idiots. These people were walking by and they were looking at us, and they called us faggots because they thought they probably thought we were a gay couple, and that was our adopted son.
see, I don't remember hearing that at all.
No, because he didn't say it. He like looked by and he like whispered it, but he was like looking at us, and I heard him go like, but like I looked at him and I was like, ah ha ha, and I like put the ice cream on my face because I don't fucking care. But I was being like a fucking dumbass, and the guy's just like, a little bigot douchebag comes up and he's just like, Who fucking cares if I want to fuck Nigel and have an Aryan, blonde-haired, blue-eyed love child with him? That's my goddamn American right.
So fucking be it.
Yeah, that's my fucking right.
My move.
Yeah, go ahead. That's what John Hancock wanted. Now listen, I got a hypothetical for you. You wake up one day, you're butt naked. You put your clothes on, you go outside. There's a newspaper. It says January 15th, 2035. You didn't know it, but you slept for a really, really fucking long time. You look at the look at me. Look at the newspaper. It says Donald Trump and Sarah Palin elected president.
For like what, the 20th time?
Yeah. And when you look, then you get scared. You drop the newspaper, you look around you, and you know what? All white people, and the Statue of Liberty is Donald Trump's face. What would you do? It's still the Statue of Liberty, but it's Donald Trump over her head. And the little thing she's holding says small loan of $1 million. What do you do?
Do I have access to like hard drugs?
You're just normal Nigel.
Do I have access?
You're in your home. You just woke up. So like everything's normal. You just somehow skipped into the future. What do you do? I'm still here. Would you come here and find me? Yes. And I'm just like, hey, and you're just like, what happened?
What the fuck happened?
All right, so you come to me and I'm like, Nigel, listen. They've been president ever since this election, and they've never stopped being president, and they're terrible people, and I'm not getting any lands, and we need to stop this right now. It's time to stop. What do you do? I say what I hit the wall with my elbow, and
nothing but like guns
30 machine guns come out. Yeah, like a little conveyor belt. And I'm like, let's do this, you and me.
Yes.
And I tie like a John Rambo thing on my head.
I'd probably would join you. In doing what the fuck ever you're planning on doing.
What if we picked up the guns and I was like, let's fucking go, and then we left and then we got ice cream and that was it. And then we went back home and put the guns away.
Aw. I was kinda hoping to like shoot this thing.
Alright, listen.
My turn?
Real talk, right now. Alright. Yeah, it's your turn by the way. You meet this girl at the club. She's got big tits. She's got a big pussy. She's got all of the features you like. She's taking her shirt off and she looks at you and says, Nigel, I want you to eat my asshole. What do you do?
Am I drunk?
No, you're normal. She's like, eat my ass. That's all I want. I want you to eat my asshole.
I don't know what I do.
What would you do? Would you eat the ass?
I guess. I don't know. I never thought about it.
You disappoint me. What? You never thought about it?
Dragon Scale Boon on my Gyre Sage.
You're a Gyre Sage. Nigel, did you know that if you turn your head and you keep going, eventually everything will go black?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, I did know that. Matter of fact, yes. Nigel, real fucking question. Would you fuck Sinister Tutor?
Wait, which card?
The Sinister Tutor.
Oh, is that the one? No.
Put a picture up of Sinister Tutor. If you could fuck any magic card in the history of magic cards, which one would you fuck?
Probably.
Charging Badger, right?
No, not Charging Badger.
Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me hard. Oh god, it's 11:15. I forgot to upload today. I didn't upload on my Nortapurr page. They're gonna get all angry at me. Today's my podcast day for all you Nortapurr fans. It's funny. What? It's funny because I haven't uploaded in so long. So like, when that happens, it sucks. People just start unsubscribing to you.
Yeah, like if you stop doing stuff.
If you stop doing stuff, but some people because people are so used to people pumping out content daily, but like nobody thinks that people have stuff to do in their normal lives. Yeah. Like for instance, when Daniel died from Syndigo, Markiplier didn't upload, and he lost like 30,000 subscribers.
Like realistically, like I saw like I knew, like like I heard, like I think it was like the day or two afterwards from like Drama Alert.
Yes.
Where it's like,
yeah.
Where it's like, oh, Markiplier's going on hiatus for a little bit. I'm like, all right, yeah, he's dealing with grief from losing.
Well, he's mourning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My move.
Yeah. I mean, if you died, I'd probably still make videos.
Yeah.
I'd make a fucking memorial video with like pictures of your head photoshopped.
Photoshopped on like various bodies.
Yeah, it's like he's sleeping with the angels now, and it's playing like in the arms of the angels, and it's Nigel. It's like head photoshopped over Jesus ascending to heaven. Nigel's head photoshopped on the Jesus on the cross, and it's like way too big. Have you seen the picture of Jesus and like the Ghostbusters are catching him? Nigel, give me a hypothetical.
Alright, here's a hypothetical.
Give me that. Hit me.
Alia, goddess of the hunt.
It's not hypothetical, it's a god. She's immortal. Oh, she's goddess, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and who is also now a creature.
Listen. Listen.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, listen. Hit triangle.
Do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel. That's not a fucking barrel roll, but whatever. It's not.
That's like a corkscrew.
It's a helix roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, she's a creature, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna fuck you in the asshole. You understand me? I'm gonna containment bond that bitch.
Okay.
She's a creaky. And I'm gonna fuck her in the butthole. Hypothetical for you, Nigel. You go to McDonald's. You walk up to the ball pit. You're having a good time. Out of the ball pit rises.
Gizmo?
From what?
No, the
Gizmo from the Gremlins?
Yeah, Gremlins.
Oh, that wasn't what I was going for. Out of the ball pit rises Robin Williams. He says, Nigel, I can grant you 3 wishes. And he's doing the genie impression. He says, I'll grant you 3 wishes. What are your 3 wishes?
Shitload of money.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I wish he'd come back from the dead, because like
that's the one I wanted you to say, to be honest.
Yeah. I wish he'd be able to come back from the dead.
Yeah.
I don't know about the third one.
Huh. You would wish that I would have money, right? Probably. But give Josh money.
Yeah, well, realistically, if I have enough money, I'd be able to like, divvy it up between like you and Chris.
Well, I'd be like infinite money. Just give me all the money in the world.
Just infinite money.
You're careless with your wishes, though. What if you're like, I want you to come back to life, and he comes back as like a zombie, and he's like, and he starts infecting people.
Like I wish he'd come back from the dead.
As normal Robin Williams.
Yeah, as normal Robin Williams.
What if he comes back as like, you know what's fucked up? You've seen these people who like believe they're reincarnations of people.
Yeah.
You know, there's a guy who thinks he's a reincarnated John Lennon, but he was alive when John Lennon was dead, or like when he was alive. When he was still alive. So how he can't be the fucking reincarnation? There's like pictures of like this guy who can do a Robin Williams impression.
Yeah.
And people are like, it's reincarnated Robin Williams, but he's like,
the
guy's like 30 years old. Yeah. It's like.
He's like 30. Granny, he looks like Robin Williams.
Robin Williams possessed him. He's like, help me, and then he's like, oh.
My move. You know what I want to. You know what I miss the most.
What do you miss the most?
Is the fact that like one thing I would absolutely love to have like seen or at least heard.
Yeah.
It's just Robin Williams commenting over like
porn.
No. I had to.
And then he puts the weenie in the vagina. Whoop-ho!
No, just Robin Williams just commenting over like a Pro Tour Magic the Gathering tournament.
People like Robin Williams are amazing because you know what? That guy could tackle a lot of different genres. He was known for his comedy movies, but if you ever watch like his like sentimental movies, he's really good at playing like a serious character. Like he was really good in Good Will Hunting.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He was really good in I'm trying to think of the other movies where he played Hook. In Hook, when he played Peter Pan, like a grown-up adult Peter Pan, he was really, really good at being like, you know, funny, but also very like human. People can like post their feelings onto someone like that. That's what makes a good actor, I think.
Hornet Queen.
Nigel, you're at a Wawa getting a sandwich. Some guy comes in with a gun.
Kick him in the dick.
You're gonna do that? You're gonna run up and kick him in the dick?
Yes.
What if you're at the counter, he walks in through the front door with a gun, you're too far away from him. If you came near him, he would shoot you. He says, everyone get on the ground right now. What would you do? Would you get on the ground? Would you listen to him?
I'd get on the ground, like try to like army crawl close enough for me.
He can see you. You're right there in front of him. He's just gonna be like, what the fuck? Bam! And then you're dead.
Either way, I try to get like if I couldn't just get there in time to kick him in the dick, I'd grab something and just try to beam him in the nuts. Just try to log it up.
He's wearing a cup. He shoots you in the head. Now what do you do? I mean, you're dead. No.
Well, I'm dead.
All right. So a robber comes into the Wawa. He's got a gun. He looks at you. He gives you a gun and says, "Let's do this shit." What do you do? What do you do now? Like, he gives you a gun. He's like, "Come on, you help me."
I don't know. I don't think I'd go with him.
You wouldn't do it. You wouldn't be like, just put the money in the register. What would you do? Like, what if he was like, if you help me, if you get her to give me the money and we can leave, like, I won't kill anybody. Nothing will happen. Nobody has to die today as long as I get the money. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
Would you do it? Would you just be like, just give him the money? Just give it to him. Would you help him? And then you get in the car. What, like? And if you get like, what would you do? Would you help him? Would you get in the car? Drive away?
Probably not.
No. He takes off a mask. It's Chris Rinelli. He's like, dude, you fucking let me down. He drops the gun. He leaves.
You're an idiot.
I love that. That's the reaction. Just like,
you're a fucking
dude,
idiot.
you fucking let me down. Puts the gun down, and leaves, and you're just like, you're an idiot. What's that from? What's that movie? Bruce Almighty. He's like, you're an idiot, idiot, idiot. Isn't that what that's from?
I think so.
That's an alright movie.
No. I think it was Jim Carrey's Grinch. So
Yes, that was the one.
I'm an idiot. You're an idiot.
The Grinch that stole butthole. The Grinch that fucked Christmas.
Your turn.
I'm gonna fuck Christmas. And you better prepare that asshole, boy, because it's about to get fucked by Christmas.
No, it's not.
Christmas joy!
Listen to me now, Joe. I got something very important to tell you. Listen to me, listen to me.
Okay, mind you, he's being an idiot while...
No, stop it.
I'm gonna play Demon Lord of Ass Mouth.
Alright.
I'm gonna kill my fucking flying poopy.
You're an idiot.
Why?
Flyers.
He's a flyer.
Alright.
And he's stronger.
Death touch. You're an idiot. You're so an idiot.
No, he has Undying.
Undying. Yeah, he'll come back next time he...
Yeah, that's 1 point of damage, you fuck nugget. Fucking from the Himalayas, you dumb bitch.
My turn?
Hypothetical for you, Nigel. It's nighttime. You're walking home from Wawa late at night. You have your meatball sub parm in hand. All you can think about is, damn, I want this sandwich. I want it in my mouth right now. I really want to eat this sandwich. You're walking home. You go underneath the street light. And out of the street light creeps a shadowy figure. The shadowy figure says, I want a bite of that meatball parm right now. What happens? What do you do? How do you react?
I split it in half, give him a half, and then just walk off.
What if he was demanding it? What if he was being a dick? Would you
I'd kick him in the dick and then just continue walking.
What if it's Mike? What if Mike comes out and he's like, thanks for the meatball sandwich, and he just like disappears back into the shadows?
What, after I gave him half?
Yeah, he just like fucking vanishes, and then you look down at your hand and the sandwich is still intact. You're insane.
Alright, no, you'd probably get a call like Josh, I went fucking insane.
I got a good idea. All right, so it's 12:25 in the PM. Yeah, well, no, not yet. Oh, it's 11. It's 11:25. Yeah. Sorry, I'm an idiot. I'm a dumbass. All right, let's tell scary stories. Are you ready for ghost? Are we ready for ghost stories? True stories. True stories. All right, this is my true ghost story. All right, so when I was a little kid. All right. I remember I used to hang out in the basement a lot, right?
Yeah.
My old house. When I was down there one time, the lights went out. The lights cut, right? The lights were cut off. I heard someone behind me go, "Hey," and then the lights went back on, and I ran upstairs, And when I was going up the stairs, I saw a door close in the corner of the basement. I'm getting chills right now. I'm serious. I went to my mom and I was like, Mom, someone's downstairs in the basement right now. And my mom was like, all right, get your coat, get in the car. We're gonna call the police. The police come and the police call my mom and they're like, we found this guy living in your basement. He's homeless. He's homeless. He's deranged. He's fucking crazy. He had a knife on him, actually, if you could believe that. And they said, we need your son to come in to the police station. You know those glass where you can like look in and you can see who's behind it, and then but they can't see through. Yeah. They come in and they have one suspect. There's just one guy, and they were like, "Is this the guy?" I look in the glass, and it's Mike. Does Mike listen to the podcast? I don't know if he does or not. It'd be fucking funny if he did. I know, real ghost stories. Do you have ghost stories?
Not.
Did anything like spooky happen to you? No?
No, not really.
Not really?
I
I have a lot. I have tons of fucking scary stories. One time when I was little, this is I'm doing real ones now. No fuck ups. No Mike stories. No Chris Rinaldi stories. I used to hang out in my basement, but my basement was unfinished. It was just concrete. Like the doors did not have knobs, and they were just wood, no paint. And there was graffiti all over the walls because my brother used to like to do graffitis.
Yeah.
Graffitis. He used to like to do graffiti. I had this nanny who used to watch me. She used to lock me in the basement. She used to put me in the basement, close the door, and be like, "Don't come up, ever. Don't come up until like your mom comes home." It was very traumatic, actually. It was very, very scary. One time I went down there in the basement with my friend Dylan. Nobody knows him because he doesn't have a YouTube channel. But he can recount this tale. This tale of treachery. We went downstairs. We were playing Godzilla, which is not a real fucking game, by the way.
Yeah.
We were just being kids. We're like, oh, Godzilla's attacking, and we like hid underneath the pool table. We had a punching bag downstairs because my brother used to box, and my dad also liked to punch. Me. No, he used to punch. He used to like just train his body. I'm not shitting you. The bag was swinging, like as if someone was hitting it. I didn't hear any like.
Yeah. Like
but I did see like the swing, and it was swinging like someone was really fucking going at it. But the thing is that house was new when we bought it. Like there was no history. It wasn't like someone died in that house. It was buried. It was the house was built on native remains. There was none of that shit. The basement was inherently creepy though because of how it looked. Go ahead. But Dylan, my friend, the pussy and the asshole he is, he said, go see what that is. Go stop it. Go grab the punching bag and stop it. And see if it'll swing again. Because he's an asshole and he wouldn't do it himself. And I was like, all right, cool, because I'm a dumb kid. And I got out. I stopped the punching bag. And then I let go of it to see, because I was like, maybe someone's just doing shit upstairs and it's causing a swing. And then it just started going fucking full again, like full swing. And I screamed, and we begged to leave the basement. Like 4 years later, I found out that my great-great-grandfather, who I never knew him, he passed away way before I knew him. Mm-hmm. I mean, my grandma right now is 95, was a boxer. He was a professional boxer. And I couldn't help but to feel there's a correlation. Like, I'm not super, like I said, I'm not really super duper spiritual. I do believe in things like that, but like, I don't really believe until they happen to me. It was just fucking scary to see. Now I got another one. This is called Scary Time with Josh. Nigel isn't involved. Once upon a time, Nigel was being a real fucking douchebag. And Josh went up to Nigel and said, "Hey Nigel, why are you just a sack of balls?" And Nigel looked at Josh and he said, "Whatever, dude. I just play magic." And I was like, "Nigel?" And I slowly crept up to Nigel and I said, and then I threw up on Nigel. So the next story was, you remember my old townhouse community? How like down the hill there was like a creek. There was like a whole creeky area if you like went far enough down. I used to go in this creek every day and fuck around as someone who had no life would do. And down there one time to just fuck around, as I would every day after school in high school. And the creek was short enough that you could kind of walk in it. It wasn't like super duper tall. There were fish sometimes. Every once in a while there'd be a frog. And, you know, there were lots of water striders, toe biters, all kinds of shit. So you had to be careful, of course. I was walking, and I walked a lot further than I normally did. I was into, like, really, really deep, kind of weird area. Like, you couldn't even see the road anymore.
Yeah.
You could kind of see some buildings, but you couldn't really see much of anything else. It was really deep forest. I'm not fucking around. And, you know, I said my fear about monophobia, that scares me, things like mannequins, dolls, and animatronics. I saw hair sticking out of the water. Now, there was a bank, so there was mud. It was all mud, and, like, you know, the bottom was mud, and there was just water in it. Off the bank, there was hair. Like a big thing of hair. It looked like a woman's hair sticking out of the fucking water.
Yeah.
And I was in high school, so I had to be like 18, maybe 17, 16, 15, 14. And I don't know why I grabbed the hair and pulled it. I had to know what it was, I guess.
Apparently.
I grabbed the hair. I pulled it out of the mud. Guess what was on the other end?
A mannequin head?
A fucking doll. And it was missing, it was naked, it was missing its legs, its arms, and half of its face was cracked off, and it had like a full thing of hair, and it just like fucking, like, it was just a doll.
Yeah, that fucking...
And I fucking dropped it, and I ran home. I don't know if you've ever ran through water before. It's hard.
Yeah, it's fucking hard as hell.
And that was terrifying. And then I found buckshot on the floor, like in the water. There's buckshot.
Oh, like
shotgun shells. I was like, what the fuck happened? Did I just fucking end up in Mississippi? Like, what the hell? Where am I?
Yeah.
It's fucking voodoo dolls and buckshot.
My move?
I didn't even go.
Okay.
Oops. And it was so scary. It was terrifying. No kid should ever fucking deal with that. It was poopy scoops. So yeah, that was my other scary. That's not really a ghost story, but it's scary. I mean, to me it is, because, like, what the fuck was that doll doing there?
Yeah,
like, honestly, what the hell was it doing? Like, I don't even know. But, Jesus. Oh, no. Oh, Jesus Christ. Vampire. One time, my friend told me a few scary stories, too. But there's another time, my pop-pop died in 2002. And, he had a weird affinity for pennies.
Oh, yeah, with, like, wheat pennies and all that
Wheat
shit.
pennies, yes. Nigel does know the tale. He would go to the bank, and he's old, so he doesn't fucking need money, so he would just be like, here's $100, give me $100 of penny coin rolls. And he would weed through them all to find wheat pennies, and wheat pennies are, I don't know what the fuck was so special about them. They just have wheat on the back. There's no Lincoln Memorial.
No, it's like they're out of...
Yeah, they're out of print. Yeah.
Yeah, discontinued. Therefore, like, they
have, like, more rarity.
Yeah, or more rare.
He was a coin collector and shit. He had, like, silver pennies and stuff, and, like, all that kind of stuff. But, yeah, so he's a wheat penny collector. And, of course, you know, he would have a lot of non-wheat pennies. Every once in a while he'd find a wheat penny, but he would just kind of throw all the other pennies aside. Yeah. And they were just kind of like a big jumbled mess of pennies. After he died and we moved to our new house, we found pennies all the fucking time. And I'm finding them here now. And this has been happening to me forever. And he always used to tell me, a penny saved is a penny earned. And, you know, that old man saying, every single time I'm doing something, and there's just a penny there sometimes, but the fucking creepy thing is, it only happens after I do something that would be considered a quote-unquote good deed. So, like, if I'm walking down the street, and there's a guy, and he's like, I'm hungry, and I have like a fucking tasty cake on me, and I give it to him, if I keep going, there's like a penny on the ground, which is like, oh, it's just coincidence. But, like, it only happens when I do good deeds, never on random. And it's really bizarre. And, you know, sometimes it's random. There are, like, I mean, I said never on random, but sometimes there are like, weird things. One time, my internet used to blow out all the fucking time before we got Verizon.
Yeah.
So, when the internet blew out, what you did was you went downstairs, and you would turn off the router, and then you would turn it back on, and hope that the internet would come back on and work again. So one time I went downstairs, I was home alone, And you turn it off, wait 3 minutes, then turn it back on. I went downstairs. I was home alone. I watched my feet as I was walking down the steps, because I don't want to trip and I'm an idiot, and I do that. I got to the bottom of the steps. I want you to know, I saw every step on the way down. I turned off the internet, and I was like, I might as well just wait down here. So I turned on the television and watched like 5 minutes of fucking Iron Chef America.
Yeah.
And then turned it off, and I was like, I'll turn it back on and go back upstairs. I turned it on, and I started heading up the stairs. Up the steps was pennies. Boom, 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 boom. Like footsteps. They were opposites from each other. But one was on the far left. The next step, it was on the far right. The next step, it was on the far left. The next step was on the far right. And it was only that one little thing of stairs. And I was like, oh my fucking God. Like, this is real. This is something that is bizarre and weird, and I can't explain it, and it's weird and creepy. My one friend, his name is. You're fucking me? You're fucking me right now? Why'd you do this to me?
10 at you in the air.
I'm gonna block with this.
Which one are you blocking?
It's the strongest.
That'd be
this.
That'd be the dragon. It's a 6/6.
Then I'll block that. He did.
Your creature dies, comes back with counter.
I am counter. And then I'll just take the other one. What is it?
4.
2, yeah, 4. The next story was my friend. I lived with him for a while. His name was Harrison. You might. I don't know if these people remember him because I didn't film while I was with him. This was before I even had my laptop, to be honest. And he was a good friend of mine. He's Mormon kid. One of the only Mormons I've ever met. Sweetest kid as can be. Love him to death. If he's listening, I don't know if he is. And boom, Spectral Ward. It's he gets a 2/2 and he gets protection from all colors. So he was telling me this one story. We used to go on bike rides and stuff because he lived in Ocean City, right by the boardwalk. Go ahead. And we sat down on a bench in the middle of the night on the boardwalk and started telling each other scary stories. The one he told me sends shivers down my spine even fucking today. Like, completely scares me. Like, every single time I think about it, I actually get scared. So I don't know how I'm gonna fucking be with this. He used to live in PA. We went to high school together, and then he moved in with his dad in Ocean City. When he was living in PA, his story's short as fuck, but it's still scary. He told me in vivid detail, and I'm gonna try to do the same thing to you to give you the ultimate scare factor. This was when he was in high school. He's very religious, by the way. Yeah, he's Mormon, so he's super duper religious. They're usually very religious. He went to. It was bedtime. It was nighty time in his home, as one does at nighttime. Yeah. He brushed his teeth, just fucking got in his PJs. Where the fuck you wear to bed? I'm nude, and got in bed and turned off the light. Everything was dark in his house. He described it.
2180.
You're a bit. Yeah.
You gonna...
I block with diarrhea.
Oh, that's right. No, yeah, never. Alright.
Yes.
Is it a 5?
Yeah, he's a.
Right, cool. Actually, queen.
He's a.
Dead. Yeah, he's a 6/5.
No, he's a. What?
He's 6/5 because of Undying. He gets a +1/+1.
Yeah, but he's also got Spectral Ward, so he gets a 2/2.
No, yeah, he. Oh, so he's a. 6/5. He's like an 8/7.
Yeah.
So anyway.
But anyway, back to the story.
Are you gonna block?
Are you hitting me with 22?
21.
Is it flying?
No. Death touch and trample though.
Fuck.
You're dead.
Yeah, I'm still dead.
Yeah, you're dead either way.
Damn it. I didn't even fucking attack you. You're a piece of shit, Nigel. Asshole. Anyway. So, he gets into bed. All snuggly. It's dark. He explained it to me as he couldn't see the hand in front of his face. Have you ever been, I guess it's like when you turn out the lights and it's like that fresh darkness.
Oh, yeah.
And you just can't see because you're not used to the dark yet. He was not used to the dark. Turned off the lights. Was ready to go to bed. He closed his eyes. The minute he closed his eyes, he really was vivid, and that's what made it so scary. Because like people who are like usually tell the truth are usually very vivid in their tales. The minute he closed his eyes, pitch black, he heard whispered into his ear. I'm not fucking around. He said, "I'm hiding." That's what he heard when he was in bed in the dark, about to go to sleep. He said he screamed, turned on the lights, and I'm actually getting chills from like the back of my head all the way down to my butthole. He screamed for his mom. She came in, and they literally did like a blessing over the phone. Like they called the fucking like clergy, whatever the fuck, and they did a blessing over the phone to like expel the house and make it safe. Dude, "I'm hiding" would be the most terrifying thing to fucking hear at nighttime, especially if there's no one else in your fucking house and you're about to go to sleep.
Yeah.
That's scary. "I'm hiding." I would have been like, that's no.
Yeah,
I would have shit my pants. I would have absolutely fucking bricked my pants.
Realistically, I probably would have. Like,
I mean, I would have screamed for my mom, but I would have shit my pants way first. It's spooky. Have you really never had anything like any kind of paranormal, any kind of like weird? Nothing doesn't even have to be like paranormal. It could be just like scary, like something that scared you and like it's just memorable.
No, not really. I mean,
you didn't have any nightmares or like
I mean,
that you remember?
I've had nightmares, but I've forgotten them over the years.
Have you ever experienced sleep paralysis?
No, and I don't ever.
That is something I have experienced, and it is. I've only experienced it once. Apparently, it's caused by like if you sleep on your. I mean, like that's one thing. If you sleep on your back, it'll happen way, like, it's more like likely to happen if you sleep on your back.
Like sleep paralysis.
Yeah,
there's like your brain secretes a chemical into like the rest of your body, so that way you don't physically act out what you're dreaming of.
Yes.
So and sometimes you'll wake up before that chemical has had time to.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
To like get out.
And people are like, it's genetic. It's not. No, it can happen to anybody.
It's a chemical.
It can happen to anybody, but people are more prone to it. There are people who are like, it can happen to them every night, and then there are people who are just like, it just happens, and it's usually caused by like, like stress can make it happen more likely, and like, like being afraid and stuff.
Yeah, that shit,
I had it once. I was like really pissed off or something, and I went to bed angry, upset, and like, so what the point is, what the man says. You're pretty much having a nightmare in real time, and you can't move. You're usually you're laying on your back. That's what every single time I've ever heard of it. I hear you're laying on your back. You're laying on your back. You can't scream. You can't move anything on your. You can't fight. You can't move anything. But something is usually happening in the room around you that's scary or like bizarre. And the scary thing is you don't know if you're dreaming, especially if it's the first time it happens to you. You don't know if you're dreaming or if you don't know if it's real. So sometimes they're more realistic. Like sometimes it's like it sounds like someone's trying to break into your room, and then like you can't do anything about it. That's scary because that seems like something that could actually happen. That's realistic. And then there's other scary ones that are unknown scary ones, like you're sleeping and then like when you like open your eyes, there's like you're face to face with something looking at you. That's scary. What happened to me was I was in bed and I was laying in bed and I woke up, or whatever the fuck you do when you have sleep paralysis. I opened my eyes and
literally wake up or whatever.
Yes, and you can move your eyes around, like you can look around. You just can't really like do anything. You can close your eyes, you can open them, you can pretend it's over, whatever the fuck you want to do, but it's happening. It's scary. Even if you close your eyes and pretend it's not happening, the minute you open your eyes, it's still going on. So like I was in bed, and when I opened my eyes, I looked to the foot of my bed, and my bed had one of those rails.
Yeah.
I saw a hand go up over the rail, like grab onto the rail, and then I saw another hand go up and grab onto the as if something would start, and something slowly started like peeking over the rail. It was fucked because it started. I was very little, and you can't scream, you can't do anything. It started climbing onto the bed like very slowly, like it was just like like the minute the foot, like it just kind of like very, very slow, and it just started kind of like creeping towards me on the bed. It looked like if you ever watched footage of like an animal sneaking,
Yeah.
like, and it's like oh, it's not aware I'm here, and it's like creeping towards you. Like cats do this, where like there's like a thing on the floor and they like creep towards it very slow. That's what was happening, and I was just watching this thing creep towards me, and like it was black. It was just like a black, like long fingers, like really creepy looking thing. I can't describe it too well. It looked kind of like demon-y, I guess, if you want to call it, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But it was weird, and it just started like coming at me. And then once it got right up to my, like, once we were like pretty much nose to nose, I woke up and it was over. But like the feeling, the experience of something like that is almost unforgettable. It's almost like PTSD scarring.
Yeah.
Like it's bad. And it's creepy and scary and weird, and you just wish you could forget it, but like it's something that stays with you forever.
Yeah. Like now thinking about, like, I've had
Nightmares.
I've had a couple nightmares.
It's weird because like there are two types of nightmares. There's like the nightmares where like you're in school in your underpants.
Yeah.
And then there's like the nightmares where you're like being fucking hunted by something.
By the Russian sleep experiment.
Yes.
That actually.
Russian sleep experiment and the Harbinger experiment.
Yeah.
The Russian sleep experiment didn't really scare me that much because like everything in the end died, right? Didn't they just finish everything off? Yeah. Harbinger experiment is scary because the thing is still after him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like towards the end, he's like, it's not over.
I'm starting to hear the music again.
Yeah, and persuasion was another scary one.
Yeah, I didn't.
Well, like the persuasive. I think it's called persuasive or persuasion. It's about a guy. The zombies attack, and then like when they're at his door, they like talk to him, and they're like, it's like it's not that bad. Like, come on out. Like, and they're trying to like persuade him, and he's like, it's starting to sound good now. It's fucky, spooky, it's spooky fuck.
Yeah, like
top 10 non-Mick creepypastas. Give me a good one. I mean, by non-Mick, I mean like fucking. I don't want any fucking stupid ones like Slenderman and Jacksepticeye.
Jack, like
Handsome Jack. What's his fucking name? Jack. Jeff the Killer. Yeah. That's the one. I feel like these things like they took something that was scary. Jeff the Killer was terrifying.
Yeah.
Slenderman was scary. I never knew Tiki Toby or any of the ones.
Yeah.
But like they've made these things so popular that it's not scary anymore. Yeah, because now they're fucking dancing on YouTube videos with like fucking anime music in the background, and it's like, now I'm not afraid of that. It's not scary.
Like the original like.
But if you look up Slenderman and look at the fucking like images, because you know where he came from.
Yeah, he's like.
No, like the actual meme.
Oh, that's
what happened was there was
something awful for him.
There was a contest. Yeah, there was a contest. And it was like Photoshop an old photo and make it scary. And someone photoshopped a guy, really tall guy in a suit holding a girl's hand, and just fucking made him faceless.
Yeah. And
people were like, "That's fucking scary."
Yeah.
Because it's just like because you can do anything to these old pictures and make them scary because they're like black and white. No one's ever smiling. They're just spooky.
Yeah.
They're already fucking scary. You don't even touch them.
That sounded like you shit yourself.
Oh, I did. But the Rake is another scary one.
The Rake is, yeah.
Which hasn't. Where the Rake is, it's funny because like the Rake is a name. It's like it's one of the named ones, but it hasn't blown up too big.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen anything about it too explosive. He's not dancing in YouTube videos.
Yeah.
He's just there. His story is weird because doesn't he like come after you if you're afraid of him or something? He like knows if you're afraid and then he'll come to your house.
Something like that, yeah.
He's weird. He's a weird fucking guy. I know him though. We hung out last week. Yeah. What's a scary one? Because it's funny because there's SCPs and there's creepypastas. They're very, very similar. Very, very similar things.
Yeah.
What was that one you used to tell me? The one where like if you want to get revenge on someone, you close your eyes.
Lightless City.
Is that it?
Yeah, Lightless City.
Lightless City.
They're like that.
Isn't that like you give them your eyes?
Yeah.
You know what I think that might have been based off of?
What?
In Earthbound, there's a part of the game where you're playing as Pooh, who's the Indian kid, and you're meditating, and there's like a part in the game where when you're meditating, the spirit comes up to you and he goes, "I'm going to take your eyes now. Is that okay?" And you have to keep hitting yes. And if you hit no, then you have to start all over again. Yeah. So you have to keep hitting yes, and eventually he fucking takes your eyes, your sense of smell, your taste, He breaks your arms, your legs. Like, he pretty much fucking fully cripples you. You're a vegetable. And then he takes your life. That's the final thing he takes. But then, like, you wake up, and then you have the power. So you had to go through the pain to get the ability, which is like fucked up because Earthbound's like a really happy, cheery game, and there's that one scene that's like really fucked up, and then there's a few other fucked up scenes. But it sounds like Lightless City, because isn't that the point? Like, you give them their eyes, you give them their tongue.
Well, okay, so Lightless City,
it's like you
have
revenge.
to really hate someone.
Yeah.
But
I think anyone's ever tried it.
Probably.
Do you think there's people out there who like honestly believe creepypastas are real?
Yeah,
there are these kids who've been killing people.
Yeah, the girls who try to kill another girl for
they stabbed her like 55 times. She's still fucking alive.
Yeah.
And then there's another girl who burned her house down with her mom and brother sleeping. She said she did it for Slender Man.
Okay. Go back to the girl who was stabbed 55 times.
Yes.
That girl's a badass. I hope.
Dude, she was stabbed like, I think it was like 55 times in the forest. Like 2 miles away from her home. She walked back to her home and then collapsed on the floor. And they gave her medical attention. She's still alive.
Yeah.
And that was like the compelling piece of evidence against the 2 other girls.
Yeah, like I survived, motherfucker. Getting stabbed 55 fucking times.
Vanilla Ice Cube. Fucking one of them got shot in the head. 50 Cent got shot twice in the head and still talks about it.
Yeah.
This girl got stabbed 55 times. She's like 10 years old.
Yeah. She's gonna be like, she's gonna be scarred.
Oh yes. She will be mentally and physically scarred.
Yes.
But there's some of them are more scary than others. Have you seen the Frogs Are Good Luck? I like that one.
No, I haven't seen
Frogs Are Good Luck is a interesting tale because it's about these fucking kids who are fucking around on a reservation, Native American reservation. And the one kid is like, "Oh, we need to leave because skinwalkers."
Yeah.
Do you know what skinwalkers are? Skinwalkers, for those who don't know, are a Native American legend that, by the way, Native Americans have a lot of fucked up things in their mythos. Like beaver people that drowned you, and they'll cry like babies. So when you go to check, this is a Native American legend. Beaver people, they cry like babies, and when you go to try to help them, they drowned you. Vagina dentata is Native American, means vagina tooth. When you try to have sex with her, they bite your dick off.
Yeah.
So anyway, skinwalkers are probably the least fucked up one, I guess. They're people that have they're pretty much werewolves. But the thing is, they're very distinctive. They wear animal skin, and their eyes, when they're human, are they're wolf-like. But when they're wolves, their eyes are human. So their eyes will look human when they're wolves, but when they're humans, they have the wolf eyes.
Yeah.
So when they're human, you'll see their eyes glowing in the night as they watch you, kind of like how wolves hunt their prey. So the guys are pretty much there, and they're like, "Oh, it's fine, fuck it, we'll drink and we'll be dumb and stupid because kids are fucking horror movie idiots." And the guy's like, "No, we need to leave." And when they hear frogs, they say, "Oh, frogs are good luck." Frogs keep the skinwalkers away for some reason. But coyotes are bad luck because that means coyotes are like their messengers. So they'll come and scope out and then go back to the skinwalkers and tell them that they're there. So the skinwalkers attack the kids, kill a bunch of them. The main character and a few friends get away. And the kid found out when he got home that skinwalkers apparently, if they look you in the eyes, they can learn everything about you. They just know everything about you. The minute they look you in the eye, they're like, "Oh, I know where you live, know where your school is, know your family, know your friends." Yeah, they know everything. And Nigel keeps looking over, he's scared. But these things the things follow him, of course. So he's like, "Oh, my dogs are barking downstairs. Now I'm fucked." Pretty much is the point of the entire creepypasta. It's fucked up because there's creepypastas and they just always end with the person not surviving anyway. Yeah. They're like, "I did it. I beat the odds. I'm home now." Oh, wait a minute. There's something in the window.
No.
And it's like, "Oh, well, you're fucking done, dude. You're fucked. You're fucked. You're fucked." Yeah. Completely. The Barney one was probably one of the most horrible. That was scary as fuck. Me and Nigel, when we used to hang out, we used to just watch creepypasta videos together, and we saw Barney the dinosaur creepypasta. We were like, "This is gonna be fucking stupid," because we were watching, a bunch of them, and a few the ones we watched before the Barney one were dumb. Yeah, they were stupid. The Chuck E. Cheese one where they're harboring a giant rat.
Yeah.
Then there was the Mario 128, which was really stupid.
I don't even remember what the fuck.
It was like Mario kills himself because
something like
nobody
that.
cares about Mario anymore. Not true. Everyone fucking loves Mario. You don't go somewhere where someone's like, Mario sucks. People will fucking kill you.
No, yeah.
Luigi's better.
Yeah.
But and then we watched Barney. This is gonna be stupid. It's gonna be fucking dumb.
Yeah.
I looked into it.
That actually happened.
That was real. And
Yeah.
there's an entire that's an actual news story. There's a news story behind it. The Barney and the Dinosaur creepypasta. Of course we watched it like this is gonna be like when I was a boy. I remember watching Barney the Dinosaur. That's a terrible creepypasta impression. But it's always something like I got a cursed fucking Nintendo 64 cartridge. We thought it was gonna be that kind of shit. Like
Ben drowned.
I got a disc of Barney the Dinosaur, and when I played it, Barney was fucking the kids.
Yeah.
I don't know. We thought it was gonna be dumb. We thought it was gonna be downright stupid. Turns out it was a lot worse than we thought it was gonna be. We'll give you the summary. So the plot synopsis is there's a Barney dinosaur toy that did exist. You would it was like a Teddy Ruxpin. You would plug it into something and it would talk to you, or you would like put tapes in it and it would say stuff. Real product. You put tapes into it and it would be like, my name is Barney. Like, let's sing a song, and you would sing with it or something.
It's the toy interacting with like specific episodes.
Yeah, it would react with episodes and stuff and like talk to you. It was like a Teddy Ruxpin's did the same thing.
Yeah.
It would tell you bedtime stories, that kind of bullshit. So the adult, the parent was like, I love Barney. I want to get my kid into Barney. So we bought the Barney toy off of some fucking dude.
Yeah, some dude down the street.
Down the street.
With
Which,
a white fucking van.
The minute you start it, you're like, oh, the dude sold him a cursed Barney thing. That's the first thing I thought. That's the first thing I thought when I watched it. I was like, oh, this guy's clearly sketchy fucking weirdo gonna sell him a cursed Barney thing because he's cursed and retarded, blah. The kid, of course, is like, Barney's talking to me, and the dad's like, every dad and every horror thing ever is like, no, he's not. No, it's bullshit. It's just a toy. Fuck off.
Yeah.
And eventually he learns that
the toy
is talking to him, but it was the fucking van dude.
Yeah, the dude
put a microphone in the Barney toy and was telling the kid like he was trying to kidnap the kid with the Barney toy. Like he was like. Barney was like, come outside, like come out through the window and we'll hang out.
The front door,
and like, and eventually he kidnaps the kid. And then like at the end you're like, whoa, that's fucking scary. It's a scary story. But then there's a fucking Gmail and a phone number for the lost kid.
Like a legit thing.
There's and we fucking looked into it. It's real. There was a news report and everything. This thing is 100% fucking real. It's terrifying. Someone actually did that.
Yeah. More of the story.
Don't buy things from people with white vans.
Who are out front of like abandoned house of like
the house was fucking
the
guy was like, the house was fucked up. Turns out it was abandoned. It's like, dude, your parenting skills are fucking top notch. I mean, I'm sorry, he probably still doesn't have his son, but like, still, you know what's there are creepypastas that are more sad than they are scary. Have you ever seen the Sandman one?
I don't think I have.
Sandman one's sad. The Sandman one's like I forget how it goes exactly. I think like the Sandman is like trying to apologize to him. The main guy thinks the Sandman is the monster that's haunting him. But it turns out the Sandman's trying to like apologize to him for like killing someone he loved or something like that. And like he killed his son or something. Like there was like an accident, his son died, and apparently it was the Sandman's fault. And the Sandman, you know what Sandman is, right? He's like a fucking put dream shit in your eyes or whatever in your night. But yeah, he's like trying to apologize to him. And then there's like Meek. Meek was another one that was kind of like sad and not really scary. The Meek, because like the Meek will inherit the earth. It was like the cover photo was like a really fat guy, like long hair. You sent it to me and you told me it was sad, and I watched it and I was like, yeah, it is pretty sad.
Oh yeah. Where he's just doing nothing but like playing video games. I think his wife left him. Took their kid.
Yeah.
No. The wife is dead because like she was trying to feed the dead child, and like they're both just like leathery husks of what they were. And then this dude's like severely overweight. He cut his foot on something. He's bleeding out. He dies.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah, that
It's
was
not really
fucking weird.
scary. It's just like, what the? Why? Why is this happening? I used to go on 4chan a lot. Like a lot as like when I was younger. Stupid idea, by the way. Terrible place. Well, not really that bad. It's just kind of like, it's not for most people. And I went on 4chan and I used to seek out these creepypasta like threads, because they would just post like linked creepypastas. There was like the one where it was like the picture on the wall where like the kid's parents are killed and like the thing's drawing on the wall and like he's pretending to be asleep. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And then when he turns around and says, "I know you're awake," and it's like the monster like, "Ugh." And then there was the Humpty Dumpty one. Humpty Dumpty sat. This one's really fucking short. Have you seen this one? It's like Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Of all the king's horses and all the king's men could not put Humpty Dumpty back together again. It never said he was an egg. That's the whole. That's the whole creepypasta. I mean, that is creepy.
Yeah,
Why the fuck is he an egg? Like, when did that happen?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just creepy because it makes you think.
Yeah.
But there was one 4chan post that was really fucking bizarre, and I say bizarre a lot, but the kid. So 4chan, like you take a picture and you could put it on the website and be like,
probably just the wind, or not wind.
We're gonna fucking die. But he he would post pictures of his grandfather died. There's a whole fucking thing, and there's actual pictures, and there's actually like a story to it. It's fucking spooky, dude, and it's not even a creepypasta. It's not a creepypasta. The dude's just actually like doing it as it's happening. Like, this is not a creepypasta. It was not something he made up. He was actually like, it was happening real time on 4chan. So what happened was, this guy is like, makes a story. He says like, my grandpa died. My grandpa was a World War II Nazi. No, I'm kidding. He was a World War II, fought in World War II, and there was a bunker in the backyard in the like forest. And when I was a little kid, I tried to go in it, and he told me to never go into it.
Oh, is this the one that's been like floating around on Facebook where it was like, oh, these two kids discovered like an old bunker with vents? No.
Those are cool though. I do see those where people like, but those kids like are alive. They got out and they're like, they posted it clearly. Yeah. What happened? Because what happens in 4chan is you post it online. You can do it from your phone. You can do it from anywhere. So this kid, and you have to keep a thread alive. It'll die if it just kind of disappears into nothingness. So the guy takes a picture of the vault or the fucking bunker, and he's like, well, he's dead. I can go inside now. So he goes inside and he's taking pictures as he's going through and posting them. And he's like, wow, it's just like a fucking empty vault, and it's a lot bigger on the inside than I thought it would be, because his grandpa died, and he was like, now I can go inside. He never wanted me to go inside. Ha, fuck you. So he's inside, and he's like taking pictures, and there's like food rations and like shit, and there's like tunnels upon tunnels, different tunnels, easy to get lost. It starts getting creepy. Like, there's like pictures of like drawings of like hanged men and like stuff, and like all this weird fucking stuff. Like, there's like symbols. There's like pentagrams and shit, and he was like, what the fuck? Like, what was my grandpa into? But he was like still posting these, and then he got to a part where there was like, it was almost like a face on the wall. Like, they were like faces on the wall, like as if someone plastered someone's face and then put it on the wall. But like, that would be really hard to do, to like plaster your face while it's wet, put it on the wall, make it stay. Yeah. And why would someone even fucking do that unless they were like a psycho? So there are faces all over the wall, and he's taking pictures and putting them on 4chan, and he's like, this is fucked up, this is really scary, like, I can't believe that, like, what the fuck was he into, like, blah 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 blah. And he posts like a few more pictures, then he stops. And he never posts anymore. And then that's it. Never heard from again. The thread is gone. Like, people kept posting, people kept commenting on the thread, and we're like, this is fucked up, like, post more pics, blah 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 blah. But the dude was gone. Yeah. And like, I don't know, nobody knows the story. Nobody knows if he died, if something happened to him, if like his phone died and he just fucking was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna upload the rest of these. Nobody knows what happened. And it's scary. There was another fucking thing where it was like a dude found like a crawl space in his house. Like, you could just like pull the thing out and there's like a crawl space, and like there was like a box of tapes. Like, fucking Sinister. Yeah. Like, just like Sinister. And like, when he opened up they were like cassettes.
Oh, VHS.
Like, no, not VHS. They're like the little tiny like home movie cassette things, like Sinister. Except Sinister was like reels, weren't they? Weren't they like reels? Or did
yeah,
he
I
just
think so.
play them on a reel? There was like a cassette or whatever the fuck. It was like a home video. He pulled this thing out, and the fucking paper. There was like a paper in there. It said "Save Yourself," and all of the fucking tapes had different shit on them.
Yeah.
One just said no, 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 no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no, no, and he just was like, "I'm not fucking watching these," and he turned them into the police.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what was on the fucking tapes. Like, people think that like that was just like a marketing ploy for Sinister, because like it was all over the
Yeah.
internet. So people might thought maybe it was just a marketing ploy for that movie because it's very similar
Yeah.
to the film.
Yeah, I get-
But and there's like a bunch of them. It's like, oh, I found a secret crawl space in my house, and there's like a fucking lit cigarette down there, as if someone was like down there,
recently,
like just recently. Yeah, and it's like, can I crap my pants now, or should I wait till the nightmare set in? It's there's a lot of fucking weird stuff out there, dude.
Yeah.
There's a lot of weird, freaky people.
I'm trying to think of one.
Or like a spooky man, spooky
Just-
story.
just like something
Oh fuck.
spooky.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Oh no, there's 1999. I don't know.
Is
if
that
you know
the one with the television?
Yeah, that's the one with
The teddy bear?
Yeah, with with Mr. Teddy or something like that. I think it keeps getting actually uploads or like updates on it.
On the video?
Oh yeah, on like I think the actual like thread itself.
The wiki?
Yeah, I think I'm not 100% sure. I know that I think Creeps with Pasta or like one of those channels does like the like occasionally I'll see it pop up in like 1999 update
Yeah.
like stuff like that.
It was like a channel of shows. Wasn't it like it was like a full channel. It wasn't just like one video. It wasn't just one show.
It was like I think like three videos.
One was a teddy bear.
Yeah, one was like Mr. Bear or whatever the fuck it's called.
Mr. Teddy.
The other one was like the hand puppets.
Yeah.
Third one was like I forgot what the third one was. Or like
It's porn.
no.
It was German shit porn.
No. It was
Scheißkopf!
like the kids there were kids
They would kill themselves and stuff, right? They would
No,
watch it
no,
and they
no.
would just get like depressed.
No.
Or is that the clown
that's-
one?
I think that's the clown one.
Okay.
The 1999 was the one where Mr. Bear
He's my favorite.
somehow lured I think like a bunch of kids, tortured them in his basement before like I think killing them all or having them or like setting them all on fire or something like that.
Mhm.
Like and like the writer
Yeah.
was one of the kids who actually survived and like didn't escape, but like his dad was like, no, I don't like the feeling of this place. No, you're not going.
Yeah.
Because apparently like you can do that apparently.
Yes.
But by that I mean like apparently like he won like some sort of like trip or something to see Mr. Bear or something like I
Yeah.
forget what the fuck it is. But yeah.
I got bad news for you.
Hmm.
That was Mr. Bear. It was me. Whole time.
Like you're like this 50-year-old
Yeah.
pedophile that like
Yeah, that was me.
and up in Canada somewhere.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I was in Canada for like I'm actually like 60.
You're 60.
Yeah.
You
I
look
was-
good for a 60-year-old.
I do. I eat my carrots. You'll be surprised when you kill kids. You just stay young.
You know, because you know the blood of the innocent.
Yeah. There was what's the fucking what's her name? The Blood Countess.
Oh yeah, what's her face?
She fucking bathed in the
Got
blood.
locked in her own room and died there.
No.
Or
Blood
something like
Countess.
that.
She bathed in the blood of
Yeah,
virgin
like,
girls.
Like
because she
they-
she thought it'd make her young.
yeah, they was it the villagers I think.
She was a vampire. It was like the first like vampire. Elizabeth Bathory.
But that's it. I know that she was locked in a room eventually, or locked in like a high tower, and just
She Rapunzel.
said, or said something like that. Where like,
Rapunzel, let down your bloody hair.
let down your ginger hair.
This is not real ginger. And she pulled her down, killed her.
She
You vampire bitch.
No, I remember seeing this on Facebook actually. Going off of Rapunzel, this woman
Rapunzel.
had triplets, and so she decided, you know what?
Name him after fucking Disney.
No, boys. I'm gonna cosplay as Merida from Brave, and have her 3 sons be the triplets, Merida's little brothers.
Yeah. I've actually never seen Brave.
No, I think she has.
No, I haven't.
Oh, you haven't? I've seen it, I think, like twice.
What about the fucking ship thing? There was a dude. Have you ever been on a boat, like a ship, like an army ship?
No.
I have. I actually slept.
Oh no, I think I have.
slept on one. There was a dude, and he was a when they bring the ships in for docking, they everyone leaves the ship, and then one dude goes on the ship to inspect everything.
Oh, the one the where he was taking pictures and like
There was like a dude with a fucking hatchet like in the corner. Like
he's like, who the fuck's the dude with the
it's
hatchet?
like, who the fuck is this? And he doesn't even look like a military guy. He looks like a crazy old man. Just like it's like, what are you?
It's like apparently the dude didn't see him when he took the picture.
Yeah.
But like the captain spotted it. It's like I think like it was swarming with like military personnel afterwards. Trying to find this guy.
Fuck yeah. I bet they all had guns too.
Yeah.
How the fuck does he have a hatchet? Why? I mean, I think they're still used in military sometimes, but like, the fuck? Why? What's up with your dude? Why does he have a hatchet? Why? What's the significance of that?
Yeah.
Do you think maybe?
Crazy.
Maybe. He shoves the hatchet up his ass, and he's the hatchet ghost. And he shits that, like, when you find, like, they're like, I found the hatchet, and it's like covered in poop, and they're like, it was him, the hatchet ghost.
No.
You don't think that was him?
No.
It's the hatchet.
You're
It's the hatchet shitter of the USS Constantine.
Of what? The USS Soil?
USS Constantine. You know what that is? It's a ship in Boston Harbor. It was like, it was made in like the 1700s, but it was still in battle until like the end of World War II. Because it was such a big fucking ship.
This is the USS Constantine.
Well, they used it like if they needed it. It's like an emergency ship now. And it's like, oh man, all of our other ships are fucking dead. Well, dude, you fucking wait. When the time comes where it's like the EMPs go off and like every single metal thing is useless, they're gonna fucking pull out the USS Constantine and they're gonna be like, made out of wood, bitch! Just fucking shoot cannons at people.
Yeah, black
Now,
powder.
Nigel, hypothetical for you. Someone comes up to you and they say, the bombs are falling, Russia's nuking us. What do? You have 5 minutes till the bomb drops. So you have 5 minutes till the bomb drops. Then you have like maybe an extra like 2 minutes to like do stuff until it hits.
Shit myself.
Is that the first 3 minutes?
No, that's the first like 10 seconds. Just that Russia does.
Just fill your pants.
Oh shit!
Fill your pants.
Probably. Then like another like take another couple of minutes, change myself and be more, you know, at least presentable
For the end of the world.
for the end of for the like, last like 2 minutes of like Earth.
Well, no, it's not gonna destroy the whole world. Would you try to find a place to hide or like find a place to live or like go underground or something and be like, maybe the nuke won't affect me down here? Would you try to like be safe?
Survive it?
Yeah, would you try to survive it pretty much, or would you just be like, it's the end and then die?
Probably try to survive it.
I'd probably try to survive it too. I'd fucking I'd go to like a fucking. Can you imagine if you like? This is from another podcast, but like, what if you went to like a deaf school for the deaf?
Oh God.
And they just can't. They don't know it's coming. They can't hear the sirens. They can't hear the bomb falling, and they're just like sitting there. And then someone runs in like sign languages that the bomb's falling, and they're all just like, oh!
Yeah. That.
Would that be fucking too mean?
I think so.
I don't know. I would try to survive. Okay, the fucking bomb drops. You're underground. You're with me and like, you know, whoever you fucking choose.
It's like you, Chris, Mike, Devin, Caden.
Yes.
Whoever the fuck like Chris and Mike are fucking dating at the time, which is gonna be fucking Liz, which is also Terry's ex, which is gonna be all sorts of.
What if Terry was there too?
Oh my god, I fucking.
What if it was like drama town? Anyway, so we're all underground.
Yeah.
And the whole ground shakes, and we're like, fuck, the bomb hit. And then we're all hugging each other, like, eh. And it blows over. It's over. What do we do now? What would be your plan? We all look at you, and we're like, leader, Nigel the leader. What do we fucking do? And I'm like, yeah, fuck ass.
Well, let's see what the damage is. Assuming that
you'd go up immediately.
No, not immediately.
You would die.
Like I assume we have like the submarine eye.
What the?
Look.
How? What?
I don't know. Like.
You know what I would do? I would just fucking keep walking in the sewer until I feel like I was far enough away, that I could like come back up and I wouldn't be completely fucking killed by radiation. Because if say we're in like New York, all the sewers are connected.
Yeah.
So you could keep if you kept walking, you'd be out of the city.
Yeah.
You'd be able to get out.
Yeah.
Of the city.
Well, then again, you also have to deal with like the alligators, like.
That's not true.
The
fucking Reploids, the Reploids,
you know.
fucking Obama blinking upwards, the fucking Donald Trump supporters that live down there. So no, okay, we get out.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
We get out of the sewer. Okay, we're out, and we're like, dude, we did it. We're not radiated. My penis is still here. It hasn't fallen off because of the radiation. Chris has another head growing out of his elbow. Do you kill him?
I'd cut his arm off.
I'm kidding. That's not what happened. We get out, and we're like, we did it. We made it. And then when you look into the city, zombies radiation's like radioactive zombie monsters are coming after you. Like they're just coming at you in hordes. They're all just like running towards the city limits. They're running. They're not walking. They're like runners. They're not undead, so they're not coitus. They're not like affected by coitus. Or like post-mortem, you know.
Post-mortem.
They can still move and have their joints. They're just radioactive people who are cannibal. What do you do?
Do I have the fat boy? The mini new.
No, you don't have the fat boy. It's not real. You have to pick up grass and throw it at him. You pick up dandelions and you're like, eh.
Please tell me they die from that and turn into
use flower power
in like a flowery explosion.
What are you, the fucking pyro? Team Fortress? The
Yes.
pyro's like imagination. A little unicorn heavy. No, so like, would I'm assuming you would want to run away.
Yeah, run. Establish a base. Make fucking weapons.
Where would you go?
Out. Just out.
I mean, I'm assuming New York would probably be like the only place that'd be hit. If they just nuked New York and it was
out west. Just out west.
You go as fucking far away as possible. It's like New York is like here. You want to go to California?
No, like honestly,
let's go fucking Mojave. New Vegas.
I have relatives in
Right, so the world goes to shit. You find out like we're going to Arizona, and you find out like you're watching your little fucking television on your phone, and you're like, more bombs are hitting, more people, more places are being hit. The only place that won't be hit is fucking Wyoming.
Fucking go to Wyoming.
So we're in Wyoming. We're here. We have a base. But every single other state is either zombies or dead people. We just grow shit in Wyoming. What do you do? You go to Wyoming and they're like, Nigel, you're the leader. You're the mayor of Wyoming. They all look at you and they're like,
we rebuild.
You're God.
Just rebuild.
Do you build like a dome? What do you do for your like safety? What if people start becoming raiders? What if people are like, I'm gonna fucking steal your shit, and they put you at gunpoint and stuff? What if I fucking made Thunderdome? What if I made the Mad Max Thunderdome?
Okay.
What if I was in charge of the Thunderdome and I was just like, you're just like, where the fuck's Josh? And I came out with big fucking stop signs over my arms, and I was like, Nigel, I'm in charge of the Thunderdome now, and I was just like pitting matches of people against each other. Like two go in, one leaves.
comes out.
Yeah, what would you do? You'd be like, Josh, fucking why? Would you look at me and be like, what the fuck?
No, I'd probably go.
This has happened 3 minutes when we walked into Wyoming. We walked into Wyoming, we've been there for 3 minutes. Thunderdomes, I already erected the Thunderdome.
And I'm already the fucking mayor?
Yes.
Like, alright, John, alright, no, it's like, Josh, what the fuck are you doing?
You're like, no,
yeah,
like,
you should've
literally,
consulted me
no,
first
literally, we
about
walk
the
into
whole fucking-
Wyoming, you look at me, and you look away, when you look back, I'm in full Raider armor on. I'm just like, I have a mohawk, I have fucking, like, I have, like a whole beard, and I just have, like, tattoos all over my body. And you're just like, what
That's a skit waiting to happen.
It's like, wait, didn't they do that in the new SpongeBob movie? Where, like,
Yeah,
the minute it happens, they're all just, like, in fucking, like, bondage wear, and they're just, like, standing there.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Alright, no, we're probably gonna end this. It's been going for an hour and 39. Anyway, that was the Thunderdome cast. We'll be back next time with more amazing fights and penis. Nigel's in the poopy. He's going poop right now. Don't tell him. Don't tell anyone I told you this, but Nigel, he's an idiot. He's a loser. He doesn't deserve to be on the podcast. I'm actually going to replace him soon. Nigel's being replaced with Jason David Frank of the Power Ranger. He's a Green Ranger and the White Ranger, if you didn't know. Nigel's being replaced. It's going to be me, Jason David Frank, Shigeru Miyamoto, and Damian Walters. We're all going to have a podcast together. It's going to be called the Fuck Nigel Podcast. Thanks so much for listening to the Fuck Nigel Podcast, episode 1. Keep your eye open for more Fuck Nigel. Hey, dude.
Good?
Hey, what's up? Alright, so it's over. Alright, Nigel, say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.